At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Three.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. The Steelers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here is third and quite a ways. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check that, go!
Here's Pacheco headed right. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Get it! Bronco 80! Ready!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Okay,
Now we're
break.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, check that. Street. Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Liking 18.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinals. 19 tight.
Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it. Complete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And a pretty good burst first right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
60 by 60. Alert.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. You know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He may go. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mike Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And it'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A third down gain of 19.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are once again back in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really
back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Third and 12. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He'll buy some time right.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Drop 60, drop 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Second and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
41 yards.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1
19,
at
Tiger,
the
19,
34-yard
Tiger.
line.
Go.
2nd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Roman Kelly. Panther Street. Panther Street.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw. Open man, it's Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down and 8.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go! Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let go.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go, Reed, go. Go.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Free. Cougar 19.
Pacheco. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Dragon 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey! Cardinal.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Okay, break.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's number one goal is to throw that timing off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man, complete. Give him 32 on the play.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 24.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Let's go.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And Winslow brings it in over the middle.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Panther 6, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
That's caught by Palmer. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 4.
He's back to throw.
That's complete to Palmer.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Let's go now.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw again. For Kittle here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Keanu Britton, the one who got in to bury him. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Trap 50, trap 50. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game.